Mike Murdock. Continuing with Mike Murdock. So anyway, when I share my conversation with Mike Murdock with me with Bill Pitts, my roommate was very disappointed. He thought that was very rude that Mike Murdock would talk to me about his sexuality and what he wanted me to do with him. So in the moment, well, I was very, very religious too. So to me, it was a little bit shocking. I mean, it just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. I'm older now. It doesn't mean anything to me. But back then, I was young, and I was 34, and I was very religious and committed to God. So I felt a little bit strange about my position in front of him. I didn't know. I don't know how to explain it. It was like it was draining me from the inside out. Whatever it was. Um, it was like it was like we were in a boat, and he fell in the water, and he was just trying for me to lift him up. I had no clue, but it was pretty strange to me what his fear, what his real motivation was with all these late night talk. Uh, I felt like he really, really was serious with me. I wanted to. I almost, to be honest, with the type of conversation we have and participate in the things he made me say and do, I felt like I was his, because I was a spiritual girl. So I felt like we were like almost like if we were one in the spirit. And I don't know, it's awful because then you want to be with that person all the time, and you feel like that person should be faithful to you. And I really took it serious. Bill Pitt told me it was so very wrong what he was doing with me on the phone, but I didn't. I think maybe Mike Murdock have done this with another girls. Um, there was a lot of young, pretty girls after him back then. Oh, this has been so long, my goodness. I was 34 and he was probably 40 something. He was young too. But anyway, I just want this thing to stop. He wants the last only thing I have left from him. He wants it to be stolen from my place. I don't need vandalizing my house. I hope it's not him. I'm thinking it's him for what I see, because I can read through it. I can see that he worries about that last thing I have of him. Anyway, what I was going to say in the last day before this one was that a man called me at my home. I don't know how he got my cellular phone number, but he was like a CIA, like a spy or something, a social media guy, and he wanted to find out what happened with me and Mike Murdock. And I said, "What? Who told you?" And I had this conversation with this man. I never knew who he was. He told me his name, but I never saw him in person. And he was somebody sent, you know.